Good afternoon. My name is Ratnamala. I am working as assistant professor in the department of CSC from MLRIT. Today we are going to discuss on the topic triggers and active database. Now let me tell you what do you mean by trigger. Trigger is nothing but now we know database. Database is nothing but a collection of information, right? So whenever you are collecting the information on the database, if you want to make the changes in the database, now let us assume in the first year all CSE students have joined from one section. Now in second year lateral entries will be joined. Let us assume the total strength of students in first year is 70. Now through lateral entry the admission of students have been increased to 10. Now what I am doing? To the existing 70 students, I want to add more 10 students to the database. So here what I am doing, I am making changes in the database. How I am making changes in the database? By adding 10 more student information to the existing database. So this is the modification that I am making. 70 students in first year. In second year, lateral entry, through lateral entry 10 students are added. So total number of students are what? 80. So what I am doing here, I am adding 10 more students to the existing database, right? So here I am inserting the data, right? So whenever I am inserting the data to the existing database, then what is happening? Trigger will automatically take the information. This is actually the meaning of trigger, and that is the reason why we are telling is whatever the changes that make in the database, triggers are automatically executed. And the next thing we need to remember is triggers are only executed to perform the DML operations, that is data manipulation language operations. In DML, we have three types of operations. The first one is insert, the next one is update, and the last one is delete. Okay. Already insert, we have taken the example and shown how we are adding the information to the existing database. Now let us see the example of update, right? Now, okay. Let us take the same example. 70 students have entered into the first year. We have taken all the information of 70 students and we have updated in the database. Now, one student comes and tells that there is a change in my phone number. So, what is happening? I need to make the modification in the phone number. In that case, I use the command update. Update is nothing but it is one type of data manipulation language. Whatever the changes you want to make in the database, we use the command update. And the next one is nothing but delete, right? So let me explain this through example. Already same, let us take the same example of 70 students. 70 students are there, out of which 3 students have shortage of attendance and they are detained, right? So whenever these students enter into the second year, the count should be 70 minus 3, 67 students. So what I should do? I should delete the 3 students database information. This will be done with using the command called delete. So we need to remember whenever we are using the triggers, we will be only using the data manipulation language, and that too only 3, that is insert, update and delete. Okay, this is the exact definition of trigger, and the general form of the trigger is nothing but you have event, action and condition. Now syntax of the trigger, let us see: create trigger, trigger name, before, after. As I told you, we use the 3 functions: insert, update, delete on table name for each row, trigger body, right? So now let me explain create trigger. What do you mean by create trigger? Create trigger is nothing but we are creating a trigger. Trigger is a keyword, right? So now let us take one table. I am taking one table called SID, SNAME, marks. This is the table I am taking. So SID let me take as 1, 2, 3. SNAME let me take Ajay, Sam and Nikhil. Marks let me take as 100, 50, 80. Okay. So now let me explain this through example. Now the syntax of trigger is what? Create, trigger, trigger name. Okay, and what we are doing, we are performing the operation before or after. We are using the three operations as we have discussed previously: insert, update, delete on particular table name for each row trigger body. Now here I have taken the example of a table called student with SID, SNAME, marks. Here three students are there with their corresponding name and marks. Now what I am going to do, now I want to create a trigger. Now what I am doing, I want to add the marks, right? So the trigger name will be adding marks. Okay. So when I want to add the marks, after what I want to add? After the student SID 4. So what is the operation I am performing? I am performing insert operation. Why? Because I am adding a new student ID with the marks. What is the table name I am giving? The table name is nothing but students, right? As we have discussed, the name of the table is student. For what is that each row? For SID, SNAME and marks. Okay. So these are the rows we have taken: SID, SNAME and marks. Okay. Trigger body is nothing but to this particular table we are adding this. This is the syntax. This I have explained through the example. This is create trigger. Trigger name is nothing but I want to add the marks to the of a new student to the existing table. So what is the command I'll take? Obviously I can add the marks after third. So I am using the command after. And how I can add the marks? By using the command called insert. On what is the table name? Students. For SID, name, marks. This is the syntax. Correspondingly, this is the example. Okay. So this we have already discussed. The same example. See here, student ID, name, address, marks. The same table we have taken student with 3 IDs. Now here what we are doing? The same thing in previous slide. What I told, we are adding marks after inserting each row. This is the example. Okay. So that is the create trigger syntax. Correspondingly, that is the example. After that, as we know, we use the command insert into student name. So we are using this command and adding the values. So whenever you use the command insert into student name, insert into student, this is the table name. So here what we are giving? Name, address. For the previous example, what we have taken? Name, address, marks, and what we are doing to the existing only, we are adding the values. So already 3 tables are there. The fourth one I am taking as Joe, and the next place is I am taking as Hyderabad, and the marks will be 150, right? So this is the insert command that we are using for the existing table. So after using the insert command, if you want to see the output, we use the statement select star from table name. Whenever you use this statement, you will be getting the final output. Let me show you the final output. See, after inserting the new command, see, you have added this particular row. This is the update that is available. So this is about the triggers and how the triggers are useful in our database. Thank you so much.